Okay, Adele, please read your poems.
Risibility. Our dad is a laugh connoisseur. Strong guffaws in our clan de rigueur. He'll start a laugh riot when it gets too quiet, like a cat's inclination to purr. With our hoots and our screeching long howls, we might be parliamentary owls. With our barks, roars, and neighs as we cackle away, we're as wise as the beasts and the fowls. Giving in to our whinnies and brays, shrieking laughs make our ears ring for days. With my unicorn trumpet and dad's rhythmic floor thump, it might be a jazz band he's raised. Funny papers or morning cartoons, 4 kids whoop in dad's armchair like loons. Puns and punchlines so sly, and that look in his eye, stitch us up into helpless cocoons. There's a wit to this light-hearted man. His hilarity comes with a plan. His joy is contagious, a cure for what plagues us. So let's laugh and stay young as we can. And that poem is about my dad. And the next poem I'm going to read is actually one that I collaborated on with him. His name is Adele Gardner. Oh. Gold Hill for Marilyn. That's my mom. Sitting where we joined our lives as one, I try to get some writing done while you and mother and 2 of our children go to the end of land to visit kin. The air up there is more rarefied, and although I am no stranger to rarefied air, neither are you, my love. Together we've reached the heights full many a time. I think sometimes of John and Lewis, who helped me explore the nuances of Hamlet's soliloquy at 3 a.m. in a coffee house. The figurative interpretation, but now my literal lungs insist upon a certain amount of literal oxygen with every gulp of air. A presence walks across my field of view. Tall, nearly as tall as a man, but 4-legged, a hornless deer, could be a young buck or doe, ambling through the backyard in search of food. It looks at me, decides I'm not a threat, and hunkers down by the wall in the corner of the yard. Is there a moral here? If I don't go to the wild will come to me.
Thank you so much, Adele. That's great.
There's more to that poem. I'm waiting for it to turn the page.
Oh no, it won't. It's just too long. See the dots at the end?
Okay, shall I?
Much to fit. So just continue your poem. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. Just 1 second. Let me find my place. The wild will come to me. Rarefied air, yes. You and I have known no dearth of that. The time we stood atop Gold Hill and pledged our love was just the beginning. The night we drove through Loveland Pass at 12,000 feet, nervous all the way upon precarious winding roads with sheer drops of several thousand feet, right beside the 2-way road cut through the Rockies, up and up and up and up. The evening's drive soon turned to agonizing tunnel vision on that too narrow road as twilight turned, night needing all my courage to focus on the road that twisted from the mountain's base. You, dear, looked down in wonder, pointing out the lights that snaked below us on the hill. From cars and distant houses, said in awe, look how far down it is. My hands on the wheel, sweating. Let's not talk about it. But I marveled at that immensity of space, unbracketed by guardrails. The paved road raw-cut through the mountainside. That air, so rarefied, required measured breaths. Good thing, it kept me calm. Thank God it didn't storm. And yet that air felt just as electrified as the sharp charge before the lightning comes. We've weathered many storms. Once, long ago, your parents weren't sure I was the man to match your brilliant life and keep you safe. They warmed to us with grandchildren and time. Patience, the key to everything, and your love. Through layoffs, working many jobs, long hours, the move down south and other moves besides, we always managed to return to Boulder, to reunite with your family whom we loved, and drink again delicious mountain scenes, reminding us of your brother's honeymoon car, the red convertible he loaned us for our wedding at the little church in the pines near his rugged house where I stayed before the wedding, and the cabin owned by the family of his future bride, where you stayed with mother, sister, sister-in-law, before that joyful day when we embarked on vows, on life together, and drove to the top of Gold Hill, farther up the mountainside. Today, the same as when we stood astride Gold Hill in awe of rugged peaks of white, and pledged the love that had begun beside a rounded lake when we danced with delight. We say, some things last, our love will abide. Thank you.
Thank you, Adele. Such a beautiful love poem.